Bokies. Hopefully it's working. Let me check something real quick. Alright, we're gonna reset the chat. All messages. There we go. We don't have the little what do you call it though, where we can put polls up. Not right now anyways. One thing also running rough. It's been running great. It's also wrench light's gonna pop on probably. Anyways, appreciate you coming to the channel, folks. Hopefully you're having a blessed day. We're getting back from a hike / mine exploring. Couldn't do the mine exploring we wanted to. Unfortunately, they were blocked off because they use them for bats inhabit the mines now. So they closed them off for people's safety and for habitat safety or something. So yeah, I couldn't go in the mines I was hoping to. There's a whole bunch more back in there that I might eventually go to. We'll see. Some of them are going to be hard to get to because they're way up there. I got to find better routes. There might be some from the top end from Crest Trail to drop in. Can you guys hear me? I don't see any chat whatsoever. It makes me think something's wrong with the chat. It's like empty on the bottom. Something looks wonky. Here, let me check something real quick. Alright, let's see. Can you guys hear me? It acts like the chat is non-existent. And I've refreshed it a couple times. I went back and forth with multiple different messaging ways. There's Skittles, by the way. He came along with us. The bottom end is just empty. Like, I mean, it has like the settings, little gifts, little share thing, but usually it pops up with messaging there. Yeah, nothing's coming up. I might have to restart it. They've been having problems with lives of late again. I have been. It's been a little bit. There's like, I can't see your messages. There's nothing. Oh, TD's in here. You must have said something, but it's not popping up in messaging. It says top fans, TD Knives. He has 50 XP. But your chat, I do not see your chat. Let me try something again real quick. Let me sign off and I'll come back. There we go. There we go. I did a hard reset where I totally signed out of what do you call it? Oh, sorry, I shocked you, Skittles. Signed out of YouTube. Now I can see your chat. Might have to reset some of the settings, but yep, all messages. There we go. You can hear me. Yeah, I just couldn't see your chats. Appreciate y'all coming by to Desert Armory More. We just got done going on a hike and a long loop with Skittles. We were checking out some mines. Unfortunately, the mines are blocked off. One of them I really wanted to get into. Actually, two of them would have been nice, but one was plumb full of water. They purposely do that so you can't get in there, I think. I got some shorts though, and we got a GoPro here, so I got some GoPro video of just hiking around, showing different mine holes. They're all covered up. Nothing is accessible. The ones that would have been, they filled them with foam, probably with a helicopter, and then put rocks over on top of them for the pits, except the really big ones. Then they put cages over those ones. The chat freeze up again. I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat lunch yet, and it's 2:52 over here. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there you go. Hey, Rosie. Rosie XI. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. We're coming back from a small hiking trip. We're exploring a couple mines. They're called the State of Texas mine. Unfortunately, they're all closed off. I can't get in them. But I did see some in the distance off that I might be able to get from way up on a mountaintop when I go hiking on the Crest Trail, I believe. How's my day? Pretty good, actually. Got my little doggy Skittles. He went with us. He's tuckered out because it's kind of hot. It's like 92. We were hiking around in the heat a little bit, stopping every so many minutes under shade tree. But we did a big loop from Sierra Vista around the backside through Sonoyta and Elgin, and then back to Sierra Vista again in southern Arizona. What's up, Steve? Take a metal detector with you on your hikes. Some areas are not allowed to. There's places that you're not allowed to. They'll have actually signage up. Native American areas, I don't think you can have. I don't have a metal detector. Plus, it'd just be something else that would just get in the way unless it's small enough it fits in my backpack. Most of them are kind of big. But I did think about that today. I was like, I wonder if there's any goodies with the metal detector on there. I might have mentioned it on my one of my shorts that I'm going to post, or my GoPro. Anyways, appreciate you coming by, Steve. Sorry I was bringing groceries in. Oh, no worries. 106 up here. I can't tell on my car what it is, but my guess it's like 92 maybe. My car's not fancy enough to have that. It's a lower trim level, so it doesn't have the temperature. Now my little van and big van do. 107 where you're at? Where are you in Phoenix area? Thought you gave up on the GoPro. No, I pretty much found out it's the original brand GoPro batteries. Since they're old, they don't hold charge, and as soon as they hit 20%, they crash, and then I lose my data. Now, this one didn't crash today, but when I went to power it up one time, it wouldn't power up. Now, that was with the aftermarket ones, but it could have been the heat this time. Before, it was nothing to do with heat. It would just crash whenever it felt like it. I was rappelling down into a mine hole and it just died. I lost a nice amount of video dropping down into a 50-foot hole. Thankfully, when I did the 120 something plus the other day, last weekend, no, weekend before that, it didn't die out, which I need to work on that video maybe this afternoon, evening on a live, we'll see. What's up, Whisk? Friendless catch guy? Friendless catch guy. What you mean, bud? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because the original batteries, it seems like they have dead cells in them or something. One of the original ones bloated, so I'm not even using it. So I'm down to 4 batteries instead of 5. I had 3 aftermarket and 2 original that came with it. I was just going to ask that. Oh, about the GoPro? Yeah. Or the mines, which we were talking about. Went to Best Buy and got good batteries. I get mine on Amazon if I don't have to worry about them. I need to pick up another SD card from Amazon. Last time I got at Walmart a 258 or something like that, 256. No, 128. And I thought that was the max this one can handle, but actually can handle 256 because my other 2 SD cards are 256. But they're expensive. A 256 was $70-something at Walmart. A 128 was 40-something, so I got one. I'm pretty sure last time I got one it wasn't that much at Walmart, let alone Amazon. Yeah, batteries go bad over so many charge cycles and just age. Yeah, it's true. Yep. Let's put you guys down here. Get to see Skittles, top of his head here, and the shift knob. Sometimes they go on sale on Amazon. I had the aftermarket ones. I forget what brand they are. It's a pack of 4 with like a cradle it sits in, so it holds all. Sorry, pack of 3. The charger's its own little brick block thingy, and so charge all 3 of them at the same time. I don't think it's sequential. Pretty sure it does all 3 at the same time, not one after the other like some chargers. I just put in. I use my phone charger block and cord because it's a fast charge and it does a lot of wattage, so it charges them pretty quickly. What is that? It looked like one of those military diesel dirt bikes in the back of that guy's truck. If you ever watch, let's see, it's called Beards and Bikes. He used to be from Pennsylvania, but now he moved somewhere else. He has one of those diesel powered military dirt bikes. I think that's what that was that I just went by. I'm going north tomorrow. Oh, okay. Hanging out with, what's his name again? With Murphy's, Mr. Diesel. What's up, Link? How you doing? Cool dog. That's Skittles. He's a red healer. He went on a hike with us today, so he's a little pooped. It was warm today. And we haven't went on a hike in a while, so these Kawasaki's are worth like 20K. Yeah, those diesel ones are worth a lot. It looked just like the guy from Beards and Cycles or something. He has one. Skittles, you might have to move your nose. Let me see. 'Cause I got to shift down. Oh, he's on the other side. We're headed home now. Put in third. Got to slow down because there was a light that was just turning green. Sorry, Skittles. You have two dogs? Me too. My other one's a German Shepherd. She's too big and old to take on trips. She hasn't been in a vehicle in a while. Last time was probably when I moved in this area. November before last. No, I brought her December before last. Over a year and a half ago. Hey, Skittles. What's up, bud? He's a red Australian Heeler Shepherd, whatever you call him. Red Heeler. This guy. Now, my German Shepherd, she's a light color. So I call her Canela, which is cinnamon in Spanish. She's about the same color as this doggy. Your collar got turned around, Skittles. What happened there, Sunshine? I have to fix that later. Got a little twisted up, my boy. Yeah, Skittles, he just showed up in the neighborhood. I claimed him. He's probably the red healer here beside me. He's probably about 6 or 7, 5, 7, something like that. And then the German Shepherd, I found her wandering around on some roads when I was working on a tractor one time. Saw her on the side of the road, so I picked her up. She had a fresh scab on her head from getting hit by a car possibly. And it bent her ear over in the cartridge on this side. You could see her ribs too. She was probably about 7 when I got her, 6. That was back in 2019, so she's probably about, what would that make her, 13, 14? I don't know. Something like that. Diesel bike is such a weird concept. You usually want a high revving bike, but the military like being able to use diesel. Yeah, exactly. Because they got diesel in all their other rigs. Their Hummers, what else? All their other military stuff, their tanks. Those had Duramaxes in them, some of them. If I recall, some of the tanks had Duramax. Oh, yellow light. I have time to stop, so. They got horrible fuel mileage. Was it 5 miles per gallon or something? But you got your low end torque then, I guess. Most diesels got low end torque, so I guess a bike motor would too. There's a Subi, looks pretty nice. WRX. White rims. It's the newer one though, so it's not the STI. They quit making the WRX STIs. I don't know why. It's kind of bright without my sunglasses on. I have to take them off so I can read the screen. Alright, here we go. Here we go. A lot of garage sale signs out still. I haven't been to a garage sale in a while. Probably easier to do wheelies. Yeah, there you go. What's your guys' gas where you're at? I'm passing Circle K right now and it's $4.39. If you got their easy pay, it's $4.29. I heard it's going to go down for a little bit and possibly go back up almost to $5 again. National, I don't know. I heard the national average is $3.79 now. It went down. It's like, well, where's ours that price? We're still $4.39 at Circle K. Now, if you go up to the highway, up to I-10, it'd be it'd be cheaper. It's like $4.12, I think, or right around $4, something like that. $4.03. Got some yesterday, $4.70. Yeah, and you're in Cali, right? So that's not bad for Cali, honestly. Our town uses a little bit more than most. There's some areas of Tucson that are the same or higher, but most places in Tucson are yet less than ours. And of course, if it's along the highway, a big area, like a Love's or something like that, it'll be cheaper, because like the Love's down on I-10 in Benson is it's about $412, $407, I think it was maybe last week. Forget exactly. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, appreciate you coming to Desert Armory and More, where we do cave exploring, mine exploring. We tried to do some mine exploring today, but unfortunately they were closed. They were locked up. We did some hiking around them. We do shooting content. We got merged now in the description of this video, as well as our channel description and in our channel store. Check us out. Appreciate y'all. We have a giveaway coming up soon. Hopefully next month we'll have the giveaway in July. That's what my plan is, sometime in July. Is the plan, is la plina. Looks like Speedway is the same price, $4.39. Both of them I get 5 cents off per gallon. Sometimes I get better though at Circle K. Like the other day I filled up in my van, and here I had a 40-cent coupon. 40 cents off per gallon. Can't beat that one. What's up, Beans? Hey, I hopped on your live this morning. It seemed like it was lively. You had a lot of people, not in the chat, but a lot of people on your StreamYard. Almost for $7 a gallon in Sacramento. Ouch, Beans, man. Dude, that hurts. I bet you LA's 8, 7.5, 8. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, I haven't been in Sac in a while. Last time was when I was probably driving through. Yeah, it looks like I just got it delivered, or someone did, from Amazon. It's not me. I haven't ordered anything in a while. Yeah, I haven't had I haven't went through there in a while. It's probably my roommate. He's been ordering all sorts of stuff. All right, is this gonna roll into the fence? Canilla! There's my doggy! And Skittles! Shaking your head, yeah, I know, right? Well, I need to run to Lowe's and get a ceiling fan and mount it, so I'll see you later if you're on again. I will, probably later today. I wasn't going to do that long a one this afternoon because I'm just got home and I got stuff I need to do. I need to possibly get some laundry soap, do some laundry. Canella, stop walking all over the mail. Canella, get off the mail. These are in packages. Canella. Canella. All over the stuff. Little weasel. Check the mail too, huh? Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Just got done trying to explore some mines, but they were locked up due to for your safety and the habitat of the, what do you call them? Bats. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of mail in. Verizon, Amazon, electric bill. You guys can take my electric bill and credit card bills, right? Capital One and American Express. Got 2 Verizons. One's something about internet. It's just like a brochure thing. Canella, no. Canella, back in the yard. Come on. Skittles, you too. Come on, Nella, back in the yard. Where can Skittles went? He might have went in the yard already. I gotta shut off the AC so it can have time to condenser to cool down. I don't know where Skittles went. Oh, there he is. He was behind the car. Alright. Alrighty, mate. Oh, the neighbor's cleaning up his yard some more. Good for him. Crikey. What's up, Rhodes? Alright, we gotta put the sunshade up. Good old sunshade, mate. How's life down under? What's up, DH? Let's see. We'll have an amazing rest after that work. I'll see you later. Yep, see you, buddy. Say if you find some old denim in the mines, it's worth a lot. Yeah, if they're Levi's that are from the 1800s. If they're newer, like Ghost Town Living just found the other day, they're from the 40s, they're not worth quite as much. I mean, they're still worth something, don't get me wrong, but they're not worth as much as Levi's that are from the 1800s. All right, let's get our sunglasses on here. For the doggies didn't sneak back out. Life is good. I'm still above the ground. Yep. Exactly. Exactly, mate. Right on. All right. I'm gonna grab these other 2 batteries so I can put them on the charger. I still got one elsewhere though. I think it's in the little brick for charging. Where are you going? I feel I should go pew-pew shopping. Ooh, fun. Window shopping or actually acquiring? From a lost cause of boat accidents. Allegedly. What is that? Oh, my knees hurt a little bit. Probably because of the steep hills I was climbing up earlier today. We only hiked about a mile. But it's steep country back in there. Aye, is it ever. Hey, Skittles. What's up, bud? Glad to be back, buddy? Hmm? What's up? What's up? The donkeys probably want to get let out once the dogs are inside. Alright, Skittles. Go ahead, buddy. I'll wait for Canella to get done with her drinking. She's drinking, oh no. Water. Do you hike every day? No, just weekends I do stuff. Today wasn't that long. Like I left here at 10 o'clock, I think, and it's 3:15 right now. Alright, these are my roommates, except the bills and stuff. Those are mine. I wish there it is. Handheld steam iron. He must have went shopping again. He said he was going to. Oh, he left his earbuds on. Well, ear muffs. Our electric bill's a little more than last month, but that's because we ran the AC a lot. Last month, I think it was 70, 72. This month's a little over 100. 107, I think, or 106. Still window shopping. There you go. Maybe at Winchester Mall 70 or Saco. There you go. It was a good 70s in Sacos. Just don't get the Ticas with the thin barrels. Alright, let's get the donkeys out. Here's the donkey girls. Here they are. What's up, girls? Ready to come out, huh? Yeah. What's up? What's up, girls? Wow. Did you drink your water up or what? I filled that up this morning. Plumb full. I had that plumb full this morning. That's why I need to get a second one or get one bigger. Love or hate Chicas? Yeah. Just bought a chassis for my Ruger American. Should be here next week. There you go. I don't have a Ruger American. I have the Axis Gen 1. The 110 is better. I don't have a 110. It's equivalent to the American, the 110. Yeah, the channel called Backfire. I watch him off and on, which I haven't got alert from him forever, because you know how YouTube is suppressing all gun content and promoting people that are wiggling their butts on the screen because it gives them more money, right? Called Backfire. He was telling me about those Ticas with the thin barrels. Don't get the ultralight or the light or something like that it's called. There we go. On underage people too. Just the other day I was seeing people do underage stuff that was very inappropriate in my opinion for underage, let alone on YouTube. I don't need to close that, they're out. Let's see, I love my root American. What's up, Antonio? Where you work at? Where do I work at? Is that what you're meaning? I live in Arizona. I'm a handyman, but I don't work Saturdays. Oh, they're eating the beans. Hopefully that's okay. I know horses can't eat a whole bunch of mesquite beans. They can ferment. I live in southern Arizona. FN 509 tackles every day. Nice. Sounds like a good one. What's up, Fern? Fern Burns? That's a good one. The only FN I have is a 5.7. That's the only FN I have. Let's turn the AC on in here. How's work? Are you busy? It kind of picks up and then slows down, picks up, slows down. I was waiting for these people to affirm rebuilding a roof on a well house that was all rotted out from the brick up. So it's like all the rafters, the material for the roof. It's like a 10 by 10 roof roughly and then they wanted a metal roof on it instead of the rolled shingles or whatever it had, I forget. But what am I sitting on? Oh, it's my charge brick. That thing on my bed here. That's uncomfortable. But I haven't heard anything back from them. But I have 2 other jobs. Monday, I'm wiring 220 for stove about 64 feet. And I got to crawl underneath a mobile home. It's a pain. So it costs more to run that. And then they got all the materials. I helped them get the materials yesterday when we met up at Home Depot. And then electrical store for the breakers. And then, because their system's only 100, and we're upping it to 125, their system. And then, let's see here. Wednesday, I'm putting in 220 for an EV. In an attic, I got to run all the wires, so I charged a decent amount for that. The going rate for running EV wire, about 90 feet of it, is what it is. It has to be up from the breaker, up across, through rafters, kind of a U shape, and back down a wall in the garage. Going rate in my area is between 1,200 and 1,900. I met right in the center, 1,400 something with materials and labor. Love you 5.7. I have 2 of them. One of them's a rock, PSA rock. I'm back. Had a spam call. Blech. Still need 220 in my garage. America's 220 volts. No, those are just for EVs and ranges. That's what I'm putting them in for. So the people that I'm doing the range for, it's gas currently and doesn't have a 220 outlet. No, the rest of our outlets are just like a regular old 110, 120 volt. It's just big appliances. They run the big stuff. I hope I get that one for the roof. I haven't heard anything back. They've kind of been really slow on. Like, I think 2 days later, I messaged them and said, hey, did you get the quote? Just making sure. Yep, I need to run it by my husband. He's at work, or I forget what it was. We were busy doing something. And so that was like 2 days ago. I hope they accept it. It's kind of pricey, but it's rebuilding the whole roof and putting metal on it. Everything's 240 where you're at. 220, 240, yeah. A lot of countries are. What's up, AT? A little bit ago, we were talking about how much fuel is. You remember those days? Yeah. Yeah, it's I got to rip it down to the top plate, and then below that's brick. So, I'm putting new rafters on, I'm putting new sheet goods, 1 foot overhang all the way around. I got a quote for the metal. And if they can respond to me before Monday noon, I can order the metal. Because every Monday is when my metal shop puts their orders in, and it doesn't come in until the following Friday or following Monday, depending on how big the order is. So I might ask them again, but I don't want to bug them and act like I'm like hurting for work and just like trying to force it on them. So I don't know if I should send a reminder again. Hey, you still want me to do the job, or what's the quote like? Did you go over it with your husband? Don't know. 370 here for gas. Yep. 370. Wow. Okay. I'm still 429. Roads there is 240 run through the wires, but the appliances have internal regulators that regulate down. Yeah, most of the time it is. That's why it says like 220, 240 on a lot of those big outlets that are for the 3 or 4 prong wire. The 2 or the 3. The 6.3 or the 6.2. I filled up this morning. Wow, that's nice. That's a good deal up there. I don't know what it is in Tucson. I know out by the highway probably is close to. I know last week it was like 407 along I-10 in Benson because I went to church in Benson that last week. This week will be at my mom and dad's. Hopefully, I haven't heard anything from them. They've been quiet because they're supposed to take me out to eat this week. I thought for my birthday that just passed last Saturday. Guests will come down here likely. Yep. Hi from Germany. Hey, what's up, Ankino? Thanks for coming by to Desert Armory and More, where we do cave exploring, mine exploring, hiking. We just tried to do some mine exploring today, but they were closed. They were barred off. But hey, we got about a mile of hiking in and then a big loop, about 100 miles of driving. Bro, one question. What's your question? Who are the enemies? I'm not sure what you mean, buddy. We also do shooting content too with guns and stuff. So, oh, and repelling. We do repelling too. We just did a mine repelling video last week, and then we're going to work on one probably tonight. That's a 120 something foot drop in a hole, and there's some prizes down there. You liked? Awesome. Who's the enemy? Well, you're supposed to fear the one. You're not supposed to fear the one who can kill body, but also the one who can kill body and soul. I don't know if you know about the Lord or God. There's a Bible verse that talks about you're supposed to fear God more than the fear of man or the fear of Satan and what he can do to you. And to have a godly reverential fear, whatever it's called. Reverential fear, where you're a reverent fear for God. And not just a head knowledge in your heart. Gas went up here, it's $5 a gallon. Oh boy. You better as real TV. Check out the channel. I have awesome stuff. We got merge now too. We just got merge about a week and a half ago. Hats, t-shirts, stickers, placemats, which I can change the color on those if you want something special, because it only had one option for some reason. Mugs, tumblers, pins, stickers. Should be under $4 a gallon by the end of the month for all of AZ. Hopefully. How many do I actually have? Not sure, Rhodes. You're a Christian? Awesome. Fear the demons. If you're Australia, we are the enemy. No, you're not. If you would invade us, you don't want to. Rhodes, I'm close to 225 pew-pews. You got more than me. I might have 90 now. I have one sitting at the pawn shop that I'm slowly putting payments on. I'm waiting for my YouTube check to come in. That's why. Once I get that in, it'll be like 90% paid off. That's it. That's my dog panting. As far as the civilian individual goes, Australians are the closest to the U.S., but even then, there is a pretty big gap. Yeah, and their population is small for how big their country is. It's all along the coast. The center's like bare as bones. It's the Wild West down there in the open area. Have a safe, I have a room. Well, I have the one room and one safe. Yeah, some people have those safe doors for their whole room, and then that whole room is made into a safe. Demo has that, and I think Kentucky Ballistics does, and there's a couple other people who do. I wouldn't doubt that Civilian Tactical or Brandon is like that either. Brandon, although he has them throughout his whole house. He's single, so he has them everywhere. At least I think he's single. I haven't heard he was married. He might have a girlfriend, I'm not sure. I haven't done that much research on that side of his life, his personal life. Brandon Herrera. Brandon Herrera. I almost thought a border patrol was going to pull me over today. So on the way in the big loop, I passed one. I thought, he might zoom up, and check up on me. A little bit later, he zoomed up right when it changed from 35 to 45. Right up to my, real close. And I think he got a picture of my license plate and then backed way off to do his little search. And then he pulled close again. I'm like, okay, maybe he's going to do something. I mean, I don't have anything bad on my records. But no, he followed me the whole way into Sonoyta on the back route there from Parker Lake. What's up, Desert? I mean, Desert. Waits. Brandon has them everywhere in several rooms. Yep. Every room of his house has most rooms of his business. I know, right? Only Hope. Hey, Hope. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Show support and blessings. Together we grow. Thanks. We're going to pin that one. Mine are all over the house and a few in the garage. I don't have a garage. 99% of mine are in my room. I have some throughout the house in this room. Well, I have some in this room, and I usually have one in the bathroom, in the main bathroom. I think I got 3 in here, an AR, a 12 semi-auto, and a 410, and then I usually have a 9 underneath the kitchen, not the kitchen sink, the bathroom. And then, of course, in my room, and then my vehicles, each one usually has one. You only have 8. Hey, I only had 8 at one time, too. About 4 or 5 years ago. Mine are also all over, but I need more. There's always room for one more stray, right? Another Bodie accident acquirement. Another wrecked Honda, right, TD? Oh, yours are all on safes. There you go. Yeah, that might be a requirement where you are. California, if you had children, that had to either be in a California-proof safe or locked away separate from the ammo. They were a little strict. But the other day someone mentioned one. I forget where it was. Don't remember what state it was. Yeah, they were, like, even if you didn't have children, it had to be locked up like that. I need to drive south for a crashed car. Yeah. It's what's it, made in 308, I think? 308, something like that? I think it was made in year 308. Something like that. California rule is not enforceable. See, like my brother has children, and he has a couple firearms, but he has them locked away properly, separate from the ammo. He's got a 30-06 Springfield for my grandpa. It was a mil-spec, someone sporterized. I think my grandpa did, actually. And then he has an AR left-handed. Then he has a Buckmaster Browning 22. He's got 3 then. He thought about losing the AR in a boating accident, but I told him, just keep it. You're going to regret getting rid of it because it's going to be harder and harder to get those over there, let alone a lefty. He had us order it in from Stag Arms. Don't get pulled over with a pew-pew and kids in the car. Oh, in Cali? Or you mean in Arizona? I don't know about Arizona. Cali, they are so picky because you have to have it concealed. And then if you do, you have to be in, you can't be in so many zones. There's so many safety zones in California, you might as well not even have one. You'll get in trouble going over from one block to the next. It's weird. These safe zones. Shotgun laws are different around the country, but similar, pretty strict, but it's pretty better than not having, exactly. Oh, Arizona is really gun friendly. We love it here. What's up, S10? How you doing? Hey man, what's going on? Just random. Came across your live in Pennsylvania. Nice. I have 2 brothers over there. We just got back from exploring some mines. Unfortunately, the mines were closed. They're locked off. But I was able to hike around, get some good video content. We went on a nice long drive with my dog. I say we because my Skittles. He's a red heeler. He's right there on the floor there. Red heeler, Australian red heeler. He's about 6 or 7. Appreciate you coming by. We do hiking, cave exploring, mine exploring, rappelling, shooting content, and stuff like that. So if you like that, please consider subscribing. We have merch now. Hats, t-shirts, stickers, mugs, hoodies, all sorts of good stuff. Check it out if you could. What's up, Samon? Yep, that's my little puppy. He's about 6 or 7. And then I have a German Shepherd that's chilling in the living room right now. California, Soviet territory. Close to it. Arizona, standing ground state. Yep, it's awesome here. Very cool. Yo, the edible was hitting. Should I take another? Minute Maid. What's up? What's up, Raccoon? Your healer sleeps, LOL. We have a blue. Yeah, he's sleeping. Or at least chilling. He's a little tuckered out. We haven't went on a hike in a while, so it was a little bit hard on him, I think. We only did 1 mile or so, but it was hot outside. Yes, Minute Maid, smoke weed, no cigs. Ha ha ha. Allegedly. So we went maybe 100 miles today. Maybe a little less. Let's see. We went, that was 30 to there. 30. Probably more like 85 to 90 miles round trip. We did a whole big loop. Started in Sierra Vista area, went the back side of the mountains to Parker Canyon Lake. We didn't go because it cost $8. I didn't have $8 on me cash. They might have accepted credit card. I don't know. And then went through Sonoyta, Elgin, Whetstone, Huachuca City, and then back through Sierra Vista to my house. I don't live in Sierra Vista, but everything from Australia is the best. Hello, Vertigo friends. What's up, Zero? This Minute Maid smoke. Yep. I don't even smoke bud. I use a dry herb vape. Double tap the screen. Give a thumbs up. Thanks, S10. It's crazy. No wonder your dog is passed out. Oh, a mile's nothing for him. The most we did in a day was 13, I think. What was it? 12 and a half, I think it was the one. And then, yeah, I think we did about 13 and a half one time. I got to calculate it again. I've never posted any of that content yet. Here shortly, we'll be posting some of the... I had my GoPro on his back, so his point of view, because some people wanted to see it. So I need to do part 5, or is it part 6? And it's part of that trail. But at night, we shut it off, because you can't see anything on this at night. It's night infrared, so... that was a trip to Florida Saddle on Mount Wrightson near Sonoyta, and the other side is Green Valley, the west side of it, Mount Wrightson. They also call it Madera Canyon. It's crazy. No wonder your dog's passed out. Okay, that one I read. I'm convinced my blue heeler doesn't sleep. She just lies there because she wants to be close. Skittles likes to be close. He is a people doggy. Yeah, he is. He'll come up here right beside me and rest his head here. While I'm driving, he was on the back seat, but had his front feet on the center console, and he was leaning up against me and putting his head here and trying to lick me. It's like, Skittles, I can't see when you're licking my face and my glasses. Yeah, he's just chilling over there on the floor like a good buddy. Good pup dog. Hey, Fusion Rocket, how are you? How's it going? I just got back from mine exploring and hikes. Unfortunately, I couldn't explore the mines other than the outside of them. They had them locked down. Then we went on about an 80 to 90 mile drive. We did that once, and the short didn't get many views. Let's see here. Right now, my views are being tanked again. Even my outdoor content. Like, I can understand the pew-pew, but my outdoor content or some other stuff, they're only getting not even 100 views. They got me in the dump again. I don't know why. I didn't do anything. I haven't had a warning. I haven't had anything in forever. I'm great, thanks. Hope you and yours are good. Yep, we're all good. Me and my dogs and my 2 donkeys are doing great. Thanks for asking. Appreciate you. It was a little warm hiking around today. We hiked from about 10:30, I think, when we got out of the car, till about, was it 1? Possibly? Yeah, maybe about 1-ish. Might have been a little less. Because we hiked about a mile or a little more, but it was like steep. And then we drove up to the top of a mountain and stopped for a little bit, got some video content up there. I could have hiked more there, but it was just starting to get hot. It was windy there, so it would have helped with the chilling or the heat. I was like, nah. Were you up high? Where I was at, to the top of the peak there is about 6,000, 7,000, 6,500 to 7,000. And then I dropped back down. It's somewhere around there. I'd have to look it up, but it's somewhere around there. 6,500 to 7,000 at that. It's called Montezuma Pass. It's real close to where Coronado explored some of Arizona down south here. He also, I don't know if he was the one who found it, but there's a Coronado cavern that I go to fairly often. I take the dog in there too because it's super safe. What's up, Jordan? How's the island boy doing? Since Russell's not in here to ask you. Yeah, we have a high desert here. Like, even where I live is 4,200, 4,300. My update on the 5-gallon bucket grew short is at 944. I dropped it yesterday. That's not bad. You're good? Awesome. The island boy is doing great. Because I'm an island boy. Whatever the dumbness is. They have the weirdest haircuts. The dreads and little sticking out like a windmill. Ooh. I guess what it kind of looks like. Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, I think we got another mouse in the house again. Mouse in the house. I thought for sure we got him. And then I saw a drop in the other day, and my roommate's like, hey, I think I saw that mouse again, or a mouse again. I'm like, I wondered. So guess what? We need to set the traps again. Maybe we'll get a sticky trap this time. I don't have one currently, but because they evade those thingies, the snap ones. It'll get snapped, they won't get hit, and then they'll eat it and go their way. Those dudes are on a different planet. Yeah, I think because they're always woo high as a kite. Highest point in the island is only 2,426. Wow, that's not much. Our highest point in Arizona is like 12. Humphreys Peak in Flagstaff. It's like 12,000. It's way up there. A lot of mountains in Arizona are called sky islands. They're over 8,000 feet. One of them's just outside my window. Two peaks. Yeah, the Island Boys. Yep. Glue boards work great. For what again? Put out the syrup bowl. Oh, glue boards. Yeah. Yeah, the syrup. He fell in the syrup and couldn't get out. You guys saw that. I didn't like show a real good one, but watch your K video and no, definitely no. I'd be crapping bricks. That was part 4, so you still got part 1, 2, and 3 to watch. Part 4 so far is the most views. It has, I think, 300 now of my cave videos. Another one I think got 275 on my other channel. Did you watch the small mine we dropped in? It was about 30 feet, 25, 30. That was a warmer upper with the 2 guys I went with weekend before last. The 6th, I think it was. They never dropped mines before. I've done more mines than cliffs, so I'm more used to that. I said, I'd much rather drop a deep hole in a mine than on a cliff. And he's like, yeah, I can agree with that. He's like, I'm the other way. I'd rather do a cliff. 12,633 is Mount Humphrey. Yep, I knew it was up there. But we got a mine video coming up that's 120 plus drop. We dropped a 70-meter rope down, which is, or no, a 40-meter rope. We dropped a 40-meter rope, and it was probably 10 feet on the ground, maybe 8. So whatever that is, I think we figured out it was 120-something feet. Oh, no, 40 meters, 130-something. And there's about 10 feet, so about 120-something plus. And it came down like this, and then came out at a little angle, and then dropped back down again. It went like this. Had 1, 2, 3, 4 arms off of it at different heights. And there was multiple animals in there. At the entrance was a huge beehive. So the one guy's like, I don't think I'm going to go down this. And I'm like, I'm going to go down it. Because right off I asked if anybody's allergic. They're like, why? And I said, there's bees right there. Right at the entrance. Huge comb. It was like 8 inches thick or more by like 16 wide and maybe 2 feet long. It was big. Big comb. Which I'm surprised they didn't get mad, but they were fine. So we went up and down, no problem. And then we dropped a 90-footer after that had huge veins off and on, pretty big veins. Had lots of dirt out of it, but that one was super loose dirt, so we kind of had to watch it when we were rappelling down in. So, because it just kept dropping rocks. Yeah, I got to work on 2 more videos. I did part 1 of the mine exploring, and then I need to do part 2, which is the 120-foot plus. That's a little more exciting in some ways because of what we found in there. And then, yeah, the other one's about a 90 to 100 foot. Deepest before I dropped was 48, 49 feet of a hole. A wall was up at Windy Point, Mount Lemon was 75, 60, something like that. Do I hunt? Yeah. I'm still waiting to get a follow-up. I put in for a deer, turkey, bison, and bighorn sheep this year, and it's still pending right now. Hope I get deer again. I put in for this area twice on it because I wanted to make sure that hopefully I can get my area for mule deer because I know there's buck around there. I saw one back behind my parents. I saw another one about a year and a half ago up by the foothills of the mountains. So they were both mule deer. I saw some mule deer doe today, 5 of them. There was 4 in a group, and then another one jumped the road. real near Sonoyta, Arizona, which is known for pronghorn. Saw, or whatever you call them, pronghorn antelope. Saw a very large herd of bighorn sheep yesterday. So bighorn sheep and bison are a once in a lifetime tag. So if you get it, it's a once in a lifetime. I put in for elk the beginning of the year and pronghorn because those are the two draws that were happening at the beginning of the year. Didn't get for either one again, but I'm getting points at least. Um, that was my third time I put in, I think. And then I put in for that bear one. I still haven't called up Game and Fish to see what's happening with it. This just seems dumb. Like the season never came and they already canceled it out. It made no sense. Bighorn sheep, hey, that sounds awesome. Yep. And then dove is twice, and they have 2 seasons here in Arizona in September, and then it stops, and then quail starts, and then quail and dove overlap for a little bit in the January, I think it is December, January. They overlap each other. So, I mean, all you need for that is a migratory bird stamp and a hunt license. So I'll do dove again. I need to actually cook up my dove sometime. I should take it out for supper. Should I cook that up for supper? I would wrap it in bacon, but I just ran out of bacon this morning. Yeah. Y'all have mountain goats? Yes, we have mountain goats up north. In White Mountain area, I think we have mountain goats. They're the longer hair white with the little black horns. Alpine area. I actually saw some. If I remember, I found some. I've seen bighorn sheep up like near Lake Pleasant, Arizona. There's some over there. But there's also some up a little higher north. And then, yeah, we have mountain goats up in Alpine area, Show Low, I believe. Maybe Prescott area too, or Payson possibly. Yeah, we have some mountain goats over there. Meat and goats. They're the long hair white with the black hooves and black horns. Yep. But I don't have bacon to wrap those dove in. I almost just said pigeon. May take some out. What time is it right now? I didn't even have lunch yet. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. You're always hungry. All right, let's see. There's 3 of them in this bag. Is 3 enough? That's not going to be much meat. Or is that 4? 1, 2, 3. It might be 4 because the one's teeny. One of them was smaller than the rest. One was pretty big too. I haven't had dove in forever, so honestly, I don't remember what it tastes like. Quail even longer. My uncle used to come to our house where we used to live years ago, and he'd hunt on the property behind us. It was private lands owned by this rancher, and so he gave us permission to go on it. And my uncle asked him if he could do dove hunting back there, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no problem." So I just took 3, or was it 4? 4 dove out. That was from last September, so it's got a little bit of frost on it, but it shouldn't be too bad. Hey, Canella. What's up, girl? You look hot. She's like, yeah, I was outside. Yeah, but you've been in here for like 30 minutes. Haven't gotten a chance to go hunting yet, but I'm preparing. There you go. Oh, Canella. What is up? What is up, Canella? I need to go to a state that I can drive to that can let me get more than 1 deer and just get it over the counter. Because I'm tired of not getting anything or not getting a tag. And you can only get 1 if you get drawn here in Arizona. They're a little picky about that. So if you go to the states that you can get like 12 in 1 year, pay for all the tags, drive over there, acquire them, and then come back with them. Actually, what you could do is fly over there, borrow your friend's pew-pew, get it, and then drive back in a rental car. Let's see, I'm definitely a cow guy, not really a fan of deer. Like an elk cow? A cow elk? My friend, he got an elk tag this year, and it's a buck tag. He put in for 4 years and finally got it. I got another buddy. He put in for 8 years and he still hasn't gotten one. Now he's going for, I think, whatever he can get, either archery or rifle. He normally does archery though, which you can get into places more easily with archery, or if you're doing muzzleloader, because you'll be one of the first ones in the area to hunt if you're doing archery or muzzleloader. You're one of the last ones if you're adult rifle. Ask me how I know that. That's why I didn't get any buck last year. Donkey. There's the one donkey. She's eating the beans from the mesquites. Horses, if they eat too much, they get bloated. I don't know about donkeys. No, a cow, Black Angus. A cow. Yes, sir. Hey, you guys see my short, which I doubt it, of the assembled, and again, YouTube, nothing is for sale in this room. It's all for educational purposes only, just like that sign right there says. But did you guys see, I noticed they weren't pushing it at all. Again, I only have like 15, I think I woke up to 20 views on it. Did you see the antique? I got it put together, but unfortunately, I have the triggers in the right position for these to lock back. So I need to take it apart again, but hey, it's together. I got the stock and butt on. I do need to do some gluing to the stock, so maybe when I take it apart, I'll glue that. It's got some cracks by this over here. And YouTube, this is not a firearm. This is made in 1880s. ATF's guidelines say anything older than 1889 that year or older is not considered a firearm. So guess what? This ain't a firearm. So yeah. So some of you watched me do a case hardening on this, and so that's what we did. It came out pretty good, I think. Whoops. So I got to do some repair. Someone put some pins on it, and YouTube, I'm about 5 inches away with my finger. You can see there's some repairs done here at one time with pins, and they had some for strap over this, but I took it off. I'm trying to anodize the barrel, but unfortunately it's not working. I need more aggressive acids. I tried strong toilet bowl acid. It's got a certain type of stuff that will make it will make Damascus pop, where it'll make the softer metals rust and the harder metals not. Unfortunately, it didn't work. I tried, probably because I need to soak the whole thing, possibly, but I need to just get the right stuff. There's this special stuff. It's about $40 a bottle that you rub on, and then you gotta like rust it in moisture with steam over a pot of water, and then put it in cold water boiling water for X amount of time. You have to do that like between 10 and 15 times back and forth with this certain type of stuff that makes it rust. It's like brown rust something. Turn my phone off. Uh-oh. See you, buddy. 1880s. Wow, it's beautiful. That's because I'm refinishing it. Have a good day, Daniel. Yep, CDTD. Sorry, I always just call you TD Knives, or TDK. Sorry, Daniel. Yeah, I'm restoring that. That's why it looks so nice. The barrel is in here. I had it in the tub soaking because I didn't want any runoff going elsewhere. But yeah, it didn't really take. I put so many different coats on this thingy. I mean, you could barely see the weave right there. Not this top bar, but the weave in the barrel. It's got quilted Damascus, but you can't really see it. It's not just the twisted Damascus. A Marlin 3030 is a 70 something, I think, but I don't know how to be sure. Look up the serial number. For Marlins and Winchester, it's pretty easy to find it. Not anywhere. I am over spam calls. Oh, okay. But yeah, I need to get something that'll make this rust more aggressively. It has to be pretty strong. See, I got this acidic toilet bowl cleaner that's really strong, and I looked up to see what chemicals are in it, and it said it did have a chemical that should work, but it depends on the process they did for this. It might work for twisted but not quilted because it's a tighter weave. That makes sense. Do you have any relatives with dementia you can put them on with? Did I miss something? Do you have any relatives with dementia you can put them on with? I must have missed a message. Snake bite or a snake pee will do the job. Snake bite? There's this special stuff. It's called barrel browning. I forget. It's like, it looks like, not everybody carries it because it's an old brand and it's like obsolete somewhat. That weird thing under my eye. I mean, that thing's been there a while, that little white thing, but there's like a little line under it.
Are you dehydrated?
Probably. So what I have to make sure too is that if I soak it in a bin, or like someone was saying, they soak theirs in a PVC pipe. So this would be like a 4-inch PVC pipe with a cap on the one end. You would want to, you have to plug off the barrels so you don't get any stuff in the barrels, because you don't want to rot out the barrels, obviously. It's a company name. Oh, is that what it's called? Okay. Let me screenshot that. That helps with Damascus, because I know they also have this type of dye stuff for Damascusine barrels. I mean, not barrels, knives. And people also use, in that process, they use instant coffee and soak it in that. But I would have to have quite a bit of instant coffee, and you make it super rich. The acidics in it, it's one of the steps you do to bring out the Damascus. You use multiple different stuff, and then the instant black coffee makes it pop. Just have a 5-gallon of it. Oh, wow.
Canella, it's cooler in the bedroom if you want to come in here. Canella.
I need to get something to eat. I'm not sure what I'm going to have just temporarily.
I don't know, mate. Could have a bowl of cereal.
I had like 3 slices of bacon for breakfast, 2 waffles, and 2 eggs. Let me your address, I'll mail you some. Yeah, I got your email. Excuse me. I know if I mess with this, the doggies will come out. These little thingies, these oatmeal cream pies. Skittles came out. Canella got up. She's looking up. She'll probably end up following me into the bedroom because she likes eating these. Yep, she just got up. Canella! I need something to get my sugar levels back up, and then something a little more stable after that, because this is the sugar. Or I can drive down Tuesday. Tuesday, I am open more Tuesday than any day of the week. So Monday I'm doing the electrical 220 for a stove. And then if I need extra time, I'm leaving Tuesday open. And then Wednesday I'm doing electrical in an attic. About 90 feet. 80 in an attic and about 10 on each side through the wall. So that's up to you. So Tuesday, yeah, we have that wreck Honda available for you, so. Skittles. There you go, Skittles. Yeah, I just need to do a range data. Yeah, that would be nice. It'd be evening time. Oh, I got you. What's up, Lancelot? Lancelot instead of Desert Armory more. Lancelot more. That's for the wife. The wrecked Honda? Or you're gonna go down for the wife? Canella. She's licking off my plate from the breakfast. Yes, sir. I've never shot it enough to know what ammo it likes. I know it doesn't like Hornady Black. EDL? ELD? Now, I have ball ammo, 100 rounds, in a plastic ammo can. And then I have one more box of LDX, I think, Canela, or whatever it's called, EDX Black. And then I have some lead-free 308 that I had in Calais, and then I had I think I have some other hunting stuff. Oh, I have some something munitions that are green tip. They're like a ballistic green tip. She has an old Honda and hates it. Canela, what are you doing? Canela, what are you doing? Honda. You want this little dingy Skittles? I was like, what are you doing? Well, you licked off the plate over there. Well. I didn't think I had a flashlight with me when I was hiking around. Then I remembered I had this little thingy. It doesn't go super far. Happy wife, happy life. So I got to get another Honda. What are you doing, Noah? You're acting funny again. Bless you. Tis what I hear, TD. Daniel. Well, I'll probably let you guys go. That way I can get an actual lunch. Then maybe I can do a little bit of video editing. I might end up doing that on live tonight if I go live tonight. If I don't, it's because I went live today already. It's been a little over an hour. So, anyways, appreciate you coming to Desert Armory More. We got 24 likes. Your end probably says 25. Appreciate you all for coming. And remember, you can never go wrong serving Christ. Nice, TD. Nice. And, sorry. Through him is the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father but through Jesus Christ. Hope to see you later. Appreciate y'all coming by and spending an hour with us. Have a good one.